Do not listen to the fear. The bottom is near. Hello and welcome back to Tommy Does Crypto. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys an overview on the latest Kaspa Alpha news with a bit of technical analysis to help us find out where the bottom might be for this recent dip in price action. On top of that, I'm also going to be delving into the power law chart as usual, and again talking about the latest and greatest news about the top KRC20 meme coin tokens to buy now and flip big profits on them, as well as a guide on how to buy these coins, as I've seen a lot of you in the comments asking. Firstly, let's head over to the Bitcoin chart, and we are currently seeing some relatively unfavorable price action as market makers and whales are currently manipulating Bitcoin's price perfectly to their own plans. This does however come with a frustration for the community, as obviously October had been hyped up massively recently, but these market makers as well as political tensions across the globe have resulted in frankly further boringness in the Bitcoin price action as the bear trap continues to haunt investors. Just as I am making this video, the Bitcoin price has fallen below 59k, meaning we've lost our first support zone of 60k, meaning now we look towards 58.4k for our next support area, and if that is broken, well, we could be seeing a lot more short-term red leading to the price south of 57k, but hopefully we can steer clear of that. Clearly, there are some major events coming up, including the US presidential election at the beginning of November, which again contributes to and reflects in Bitcoin's currently uncertain price action. And now is the time to remain particularly vigilant and hold tightly onto your bags, particularly Kaspa. Taking a look at the Kaspa chart, and obviously we are currently in maximum fear territory, and many of the weak hands are getting shaken out and making a lot of noise on Twitter. However, as diamond hands who understand Kaspa's potential, this short-term dip does not faze us, and it is simply the final bear trap before we should be testing all-time highs once again. As you can see here, we broke below that 14 cents mark, which has served as strong support over the last 4 months since June, but it does now mean that the bottom might be lower than we initially anticipated. However, I believe that we are extremely close to that bottom. Plotting this support line into Kaspa's 2-day chart, we find that perhaps we might wick down all the way to 12.3 cents, which could signal the local bottom, which will then allow us to aggressively springboard off that support, and then we'll be looking to reclaiming that lost ground. Also, what we might be seeing here is some kind of falling wedge pattern, which would theoretically mean that once this resistance line is broken, we will be looking for a bullish breakout to the upside as we look to re-enter this zone here, which will be the final area before our big pump and into price discovery. This does however coincide with what I said in my last video, whereby October for Kaspa may only really begin towards the very end of the month of October, and there's arguably a higher probability that we will be entering aggressive price discovery territory in November rather than October. Now, taking a look at the power law, and a big shout out to Dodged Lol on Twitter for this chart you can see here, and he has found that Kaspa's price is currently sat at around negative 50% deviation from the power law fair value, which means that we are currently at a point of immense low risk for buying Kaspa. And given that Kaspa is still on track to following the power law with its staggering 95% accuracy, then right now is genuinely one of the best times we've had in Kaspa's history to load up and buy more around this 13 to 12.5 cents mark, so load up while you still can. Based off this chart, it suggests that the only up action should be kicking off very soon, either towards the end of October or in November. Remember that the power law currently predicts that for December 2024, the fair value of Kaspa will be 50 cents. However, obviously this is just a fair value, and since we've spent a long time below the fair value recently, we will soon be above that fair value, so who knows, we could be seeing a new Kaspa all-time high of 50 to 70 cents before the end of 2024, which would be absolutely staggering. Now let's move on to the KRC20. Given that I've made a few videos now on which are the best KRC20 meme coins to buy right now, I thought that it was appropriate for me to give you guys a quick tutorial on actually buying these tokens for yourself, as I've seen a number of questions in the comment section. When acquiring Kaspa meme coins now, you must understand that your effort to go out of your way and learn and follow the unusual process for some will ultimately set you apart from the masses and allow you to be the early investor who has managed to acquire these tokens before their listings on centralized exchanges, which is what then allows the masses ease of buying, but likely once the market cap has already pumped dramatically further. It is actually a bit like buying Bitcoin over a decade ago. For many people, they might have had some belief in Bitcoin and Bitcoin's potential, but they they didn't end up bothering to buy it since it was very hard to figure out back in the day how to get it, how to acquire it, and how to put it on a wallet. So for many, they didn't go out of their way to put that effort in. But the ones who did put the effort in and go out of their way to learn the process were able to snatch Bitcoin at absurdly cheap rates and are likely incredibly wealthy today if they had continued to hold. Obviously, there are now CEX listings coming for these meme coins, even in a matter of days or weeks for some. But even still, these exchanges are very small and don't have a huge audience, and therefore aiming to pick up these coins when their price action is a little boring, like right now, is the best time, since the huge pumps still await us. Anyway, the main way that people are buying KRC20 meme coins is through the KSPR bot, which is in fact operating solely over Telegram at the moment. However, I am aware that the team is developing a website and all things KRC20 hub for it, which should hopefully come out soon. If you already know how to do this, feel free to skip this part of the video. But firstly, step 1, head over to the official website, which is kspr-bot.xyz, then click Start Bot. This will take you to Telegram. From there, click on one of the KSPR bots and click Start. Then I would recommend generating a wallet. This then will generate your wallet address and your passkey for that wallet. Then, from your normal Kaspa wallet, wherever that may be, simply send an amount of Kas to that new wallet address that you just generated and wait for that to arrive. Then you can use all kinds of commands on Telegram, such as /balance, to see the balance in your wallet. If you want to buy KRC20 tokens, simply type /marketplace. This will take you to the marketplace where you are able to view prices of the different tokens. Once you select a token, the prices will be in order of the best value. So the top and the first one will be the cheapest sell order, which you are able to buy, and you can work your way through the pages to find other orders, but they will become increasingly more expensive. Then all you do is simply press buy and wait to receive your KRC20 tokens into your wallet. And there you have it. Really pretty simple when you actually think about it and follow through the steps in a logical manner. More recent news is that Change.finance have started listing KRC20 tokens onto their DEX, which provides another alternative to buying KRC20 tokens. However, since this is a very new implementation, for now I would recommend just sticking to the so far reliable KSPR bot. For those of you who store your Kaspa on Tangem like me, we have had official word from the Tangem team that very soon they will be integrating KRC20 support, meaning that you'll be able to send your Kaspa meme coins to be stored safely onto your Tangem cold wallet storages, rather than leaving it on the KSPR bot hot wallet, which is a higher risk of issues, hacking, etc, etc. Remember, not your keys, not your crypto. Now, if you want the best and pretty decently accurate tracker for all the KRC20 tokens, I would recommend just heading over to cas.fyi and selecting KRC20 tokens. From here, you'll be able to see all kinds of data, including volume, price action, and market cap, and very importantly, whether or not the tokens had pre-mints. I do tend to stay away from the pre-minted coins since they do often have larger, more powerful insiders through pre-allocations who will be able to dump the price hard if they choose to sell. Do be aware though that some projects may claim that they have 0% pre-mint, but then turn out to be very suspicious looking tokens, such as K-Swap, which looks like a big scam, and I would recommend staying far away from that. As I've spoken about a lot recently, my top KRC20 hold is Nacho, since Nacho in my mind will without a doubt be the #1 Kaspa meme coin of the KRC20 ecosystem, and it has already proved itself by reaching this monumental 40 million market cap already in the space of a few weeks without being listed on any exchanges. Recently, the price has been consolidating between $40 to $50 million market cap area. However, I do always believe that buying during boring times in the price is often the best time to do so, and I can see this one flying up to a few hundred million market cap over the next few months, so it is definitely worth grabbing a small bag just in case. I'm not actually so much of a fan of Dog K, a coin that's been pushed a lot recently on social media and is set to be minted soon, since it seems to have a lot of pre-allocations to me, which fails to capture the essence of Kaspa being fair launched and decentralized with no insiders, just like what Nacho is trying to embody. However, there is still some potential here in Dog K to make some quick profits, although I don't see it as a long-term hold. As I've spoken about before, Kaspa seems like a nice alternative pick with its real life backstory, and that currently has a very strong and organic looking chart. So at the moment, this is my favourite alternative meme coin to have aside from Nacho. Conan, another meme coin dedicated to a dog with a real life military backstory, has also made huge gains recently and now sits above $1 million market cap with another decent looking chart, so this is another one that I've got my eye on. Pepe on Kaspa definitely will play off some of the hype of main Pepe on Ethereum, and this is already sat at a few million market cap, so it does have potential to be a good play too. So this is another token I do have my eyes on as well, obviously being a Pepe ETH holder still. Rusty and Mano are two tiny microcaps that are also on my radar, as they've generated a decent level of traction towards themselves over the last week or two. However, it is without a doubt that these are much riskier plays, but one to keep an eye out for. I want to hear your current portfolio allocations of your KRC20 meme coins, so let me know in the comments below all your favourite picks and in order. All of these tokens teams are working very hard and are currently in talks with many centralized exchanges, so adoption and volume from the KRC20 should begin to grow in the coming weeks as we see more listings and more healthy liquidity flowing into the space. Just remember, the smartest investors make the most money when there is maximum fear, boring consolidating price action, and they go against the crowd, because ultimately that crowd will be buying back once the price is much higher, and consequently being the exit liquidity for us early smart investors. Anyway, thank you for watching, leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.